Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So please don't come for me. I realized that I did a melting basket like 2 days ago. I think maybe it was like 3. I will be honest, I've actually worked through a lot of those items. I've either like melted, even if I didn't finish them, some of them were bigger items, but I've actually worked through quite a bit of them. So I'm feeling really good about it. But as you guys knew from that video, I was like kind of feeling down about my melting baskets and like conflicted and those types of things. So a lot of you left really good suggestions on that video, as well as a Facebook group I'm a part of shared this challenge, this wax melt challenge type of situation that I think some people had posted on Instagram, and then they shared it to the wax group. So they just had the hashtags like daily wax melt challenge and April wax melt challenge, I believe. And they had a bunch of like prompts you could pick from for the month, like a melt every day basically, and I thought that was really fun. So what I did was I picked out scents to the prompts, which I'm going to share with you, and I think this is going to be kind of like my April melting basket. And I'm going to work on these things in April. I'm sure I will not finish them, but I'm going to allow myself to work on these things and then also pull other things from my collection as well. So I think it's going to give me a really nice variety, and I really enjoyed like picking out these things to a theme and like to the prompts. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the days and share with you what I had picked. I may not necessarily go in this order, like when melting, I may just pick from the basket, but I think picking from the suggestions was really fun. And if I go in the order of the days, it might still be fun to like, take a picture, share it on Instagram, that type of thing. So, the first prompt was melt something funny. And in there it was like something that sounds funny or something that smells funny or looks funny or something like that. So I originally wanted to pull out something that had like a funny name, but I didn't necessarily have any of those. So I pulled out something else. I pulled out that Smell Good Shop Toasty Mallow. And if you guys remember from when I melted this previously, I tried one of these. To me, this smells like plastic. So I'm going to try it again. And I thought this would be the perfect prompt for it because it says something that smells funny. And to me, this smells very funky. Like, I can't get a grip on what the heck the deal is. So I'll probably melt this tomorrow, but literally last time I melted it, it's just smelled like plastic. So I don't know that I want to melt it tomorrow, but 1, I really need to melt it to just get it out of my collection, and 2, I think it's gonna have the same scent as the first one, but I'm gonna try it. The second prompt was melt a peanut butter or jelly scent. I'm pretty sure it said next to it was peanut butter and jelly day. I don't have any peanut butter scents, but I did pull out, I guess you could call this a jelly scent. It's opposite of keto and jelly donut from Rose Girls. So this is sugar cookie dough, monster cookie, royal sugar cookie, waffle cone, pretzel, cream cheese frosting, and jelly donut. So I guess you could say this is jelly. It smells like very summery, so I don't know. I'm claiming that it's jelly and I'm going for it. The third day prompt is blend 2 different scents. So I actually picked out 2 blends. So both of them being from Rose Girls. I picked out Rose Girls Serendipity and Rose Girls Waffle Cone. Beth recommended mixing these together, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to. So I pulled these both out. I'm really excited. So Serendipity is sweet, thick, creamy vanilla blended with coconut cream and sugar sweet cherry, and then just waffle cone. I think these are going to be a great mixture, and she recommended them. And then I also wanted to try mixing these 2. It is pineapple and whipped cream. I'm hoping, these are both from Rose Girls still, I'm hoping I can mix these and make like a pineapple, like a Dole Whip type of situation. I have no idea how this is gonna go, but I thought once again, it'd be a good opportunity to mix the 2 scents. Okay. I have quite the situation going on for this next suggestion. Yeah, I'm pulling stuff out. So the next prompt I got a lot going on here. The next prompt was melt an Easter themed wax because it is Easter this coming weekend. So as you guys maybe know, I got an Easter sampler from the Melted Mousse, and I pulled out all of the sampler packets, which you might be like, wow, that's kind of overwhelming, but I thought I could melt them throughout the whole entire month, and I really want to test them to know if I want any in customs from her. So yeah, I pulled them all out. So I'm going to show you. We have banana fudge, and they're all in these little bunny shapes. We have champagne lollies. Yeah, I have a Band-Aid on my finger. Pink frosted cake. This one is like the prettiest one. It's all my peeps. It's like tie-dye sparkles. We have Loopy Peeps bar. We have Italian lemon cookies. And then the last one is Bubble Pop. So I've only used one of these so far. That's why there's so many left. That's why I was just like, I have to pull all of these out and just melt them. Like, I really enjoyed actually the one that I melted so far. I didn't think it was going to be my favorite, but it was actually decent. I was surprised. So I really want to get out the rest of them and melt them. Okay, the next one was melt your favorite color. I was like, I gotta pull some Scentsy. I'm a Scentsy consultant. I gotta pull some Scentsy. So I pulled out the pink sugarberry mint from Scentsy. This is a beautiful color. My favorite color is pink, so how fitting. I don't love the scent of this, but I have a lot of bars of it, so I have to get through it, and it said, pick your favorite color. So that's what I did. The next one, ooh, criminy. Crap, maybe I missed a day. The next one's melt a pink wax. I don't know if I pulled that because I was probably thinking like I pulled this pink wax, but I might have to come back to that and pull something. So good thing we're going through this. The next prompt was melt a coffee cake scent, and I pulled out Sensational's Coffee Cake Swirl. I only have 2 melts in this left, so I'm definitely gonna finish this one off. This one's an okay scent. It's really just generic. So, I mean, I'm glad I grabbed the value pack. I don't know if I'll repurchase. I don't love Walmart wax compared to all the other wax I have. So it's just like a meh kind of thing. Number 8 is melt a vendor that starts with A, E, I, O, U, or Y. I have like a very limited amount of vendors I actually have. Like I own Melted Mousse, Rose Girls, Scentsy, Sensationals, Better Homes and Gardens. Like I don't own a very extensive list of vendors, which is fine by me. So I just picked a scent that began with A, E, I, O, or U, which is probably bending the rules, but oh well. And so this is probably extremely bending the rules. I picked this scent from Scentsy, A Wink and a Smile. And honestly, this was like right on top, and I picked it because I really just want to finish this bar because I just don't love it. It's just like it's a decent floral, and now that it's spring, I feel like I won't dislike it as much as I did when it came out in the winter Bring Back My Bar, but kind of bent the rules on that one. Day 9 is melt a unicorn scent, so it said bright, rainbow, glitter, etc. I had pulled a lot of vendor wax and like glitter things, so I just pulled out a bright wax bar, so this is pretty bright. It's the Disney Moana Scentsy bar, and it's a pretty bright wax, like I said. And it smells amazing, and I wanted to melt it, so I included it. The next one was melt a wax that starts with S. So I have Scentsy, Sweet Amber, and Freesia. Another Bring Back My Bar from Winter, floral. I just really want to finish this one, honestly. A purple wax is day 11. So I pulled Rainbows and Butterflies from Scentsy. This is like a very pretty purple. This is a pretty complex scent, so I just honestly want to kind of like test this. Like I just can't get a read on what it really smells like, so I want to give it a test. Number 12, day 12 is melt a bright colored wax, and so I pulled out this Rainbow Sherbet from Rose Girls. I think that's a pretty bright color. It's a fruity blend of raspberry, strawberry, lime, vanilla, orange, and pineapple. It smells so good. So any excuse to melt it, I'm going for it. Day 13 is melt a peach or a cobbler scent. I don't have a Cobbler scent. I'm assuming they're going, I think the thing said peach cobbler day. I'm sure that's why those are the suggestions. Don't have a Cobbler scent, so I picked out 2 peach Scentsy scents. One is the scent of the month, Plumeria Peach. This, once again, isn't necessarily my favorite. It's really just like a fruity floral. First day more on the fruity, second day more on the floral. Not necessarily my favorite, like I said. And then also I pulled out peach nectar because I wanted to have some options. This is more like peach fruity. Ooh, the bar is juicy. Yikes. Yeah, this is more just like peach fruity. Maybe I'll even mix the two. I don't know. That's just what I pulled. The little basket's getting crazy here. Okay, the next one's Melt a Lavender / Calming Blend. This is day 14. I've really been wanting to melt this, but I haven't like had the guts to, I guess. So once this had this prompt, I was like, okay, I'll pull it. It's the Melted Mousse Sleepover Party. It's birthday cake and lavender marshmallow. I don't know why I haven't melted this, but every night when I go to bed and my warmer's on in the room, I'm like, I really want to put that in. But of course it's not like chopped or anything, but I'm just like, oh, I really want to melt that. And then I don't. So I needed a push too, so I pulled it. 15 is Melt a Banana Scent. Once again, I don't really own a lot of banana scents, but I pulled out this one and I thought it'd be perfect. It's Sassy Girl Aroma Banana Walnut Cake, and the little top piece is already broken, so like no excuse to not use it, right? Yeah, so this is brown sugar and fresh bananas with freshly crushed walnuts. Smells and tastes like it just came out of the oven. This packaging with these words, they're just so tiny. Like, who can read that? Nobody. Like I said, banana scents, not necessarily my favorite, so we'll see. Number 16, Melt a Scent in a Shot Cup. So I pulled out Bum Bum Cream from the Melted Mousse. This was actually in my melting basket if you watched that 3 days ago. This has lots of fun glitter on it, but this just smells like Bum Bum Cream. And it was already in my basket and it's in a little like scent shot cup. So I was like, I may as well just pull it over. Second half of the month. Number 17 is Melt a Cute Shape. So this is melted mousse. This is a sample she gave me in What the Carb, but it's in like this little like Dia de los Muertos like type of package. I don't know, mold. I don't know. And her What the Carb is like a total bakery. I love it. So I just wanted to, this is another one that I could see myself being like, oh, I really want to melt it, but I don't, just because I like the shape of it. So I threw it in here. Number 18 is Melted Animal Cracker / Cookie Scent. And I definitely needed a push to melt this one, so I'm using this as my excuse. It's Rose Girls. This is a sample of Christmas Eve in Cookie Land, and you might be thinking, what does this have to do with the theme? It said cookie scent, and this says Cookie Land. So I might be, you know, doing a real stretch here, but that's what I'm doing. And this, you definitely get that cookie, and I feel like there's a definite like winter-esque note in here, but all I've done is smell it on cold, so I really want to know how it is warmed, and I may or may not have more of it coming to me. I guess we'll find out later. Number 19 is Melt a Strawberry Scent, so I picked out Scentsy Sugared Strawberry. Once again, I really can't get a read on this scent, so I really want to melt it and kind of get my thoughts together. Beautiful color though, love the color. It's like a strawberry perfume type of situation. I gotta melt that. I just have to. The next one, number 20, trying to keep this in order here. Number 20 is Melt a Dupe. And so I really had to look through, like, what do I have for dupes? I considered pulling out some Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, but that's like my all-time favorite scent, so I didn't. And I actually found this one from that Small Good Shop, Pink Sands, which is the Yankee Candle dupe, which is one of my faves. I absolutely love it, and it's perfect for this time of year, so I'm glad I pulled that. The next one was Melt a Sample / freebie, once again from the Melted Mousse. I have this little sample. This is Midnight Lemonade Stand. It's like this little pink heart. It's so springy. Borderline spring summer. Like, it's a very fresh, like you get that lemonade. It's very nice, so I'm excited to melt that one. The next one is Melt an Outdoor / Fresh Scent. And another scentsy scent I really want to use up is Wild, Barefoot, and Free. Yeah, I don't know if you are gonna be able to tell by the way this bar looks. I tried to do these 2 cubes, my dang Band-Aid finger. I tried to do these 2 cubes right here, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but I broke them off and I melted them, and I was so overwhelmed that I poured them back into the clam, which I feel like you can tell like by their texture and whatnot. This smells like grass and a fresh soap, kind of. But I think I got this in August, so this is like one of my oldest waxes that I have on hand, just because I can't bring myself to melt it. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it. I feel like, one, this was a very opportune time to pull it based on this prompt. And I think now that I've been doing wax for a decent amount of months now, I mean since August, so I think my nose has really developed into like different scents. So I think I'm gonna bite the bullet. Worst case, I'll do it in my overnight bathroom warmers. But I really need to get, I mean, I'm holding on to it for no reason. I'm just holding on to it because I don't want to melt it. And it's not that I hate the scent. I think it's just so strong that it overwhelms me. So I think if I just like, I don't know what I was thinking, putting 2 cubes of this scent that overwhelms me in my warmer. Like, what was I thinking? So I'm gonna like tone it back and maybe I'll have a better result. Who knows? Along with that, because I'm like, I know I'm not a fan of that one, I wanted to pull one that was like decent. So another like fresh outdoor scent, I pulled Better Homes and Gardens Caribbean Sea Breeze. And this one's like more fresh outdoors, clean ocean. Like, it doesn't smell like grass. It smells more like this picture versus this picture. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of like offset, if that even makes sense. So I pulled both of those. The number 23, day 23, was Melt a Cherry / Cheesecake scent. Cheesecake, not necessarily in my scent wheelhouse, so I didn't have any of those to melt. And honestly, cherry, I know I have a cherry scent coming to me, but I don't know when it's gonna ship. And I don't know if it's gonna need to cure and that type of thing. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna try and look for something else. And I happened to come across this, which is That Smell Good Shop, Black Coconut, Cherry Slush, Toasty Caramel Apples. So that's quite a bit, but it actually does smell a bit like cherry. Drop the lid. I totally dropped the lid. Yeah, I definitely get the cherry. I get all those other notes. Like, it definitely has that like caramel apples type of situation, but the bottom, I'm getting definitely a lot of cherry on the bottom. I'm struggling with this Band-Aid finger. And I get the coconut in there. I get a lot going on. Jeez. I have like no space. My whole table's like wax, so I don't have anywhere to put anything. The struggle. Goodness sakes. Okay, I might need to hold this in my lap. Okay, so what was I even saying? This is cherry, and it's one of the only cherry scents I have, so that's why I pulled it. Okay. The number 24 was Melt Your Prettiest wax. And I was trying to decide, like, prettiest smelling wax, prettiest looking wax, some of the, like, cuter things I already had put in here. So I was really kind of, like, struggling with this one. And I think I decided, because I was like, I really need to use this, so I'm going for it. Once again, potentially a stretch, but it's the Melted Mousse Lamb Cake, which is yellow buttercream cake, cream cheese frosting, and coconut flakes. You might be like, what? I don't get it. But, like I said, it's a stretch. Okay, let me pull one out. They're like in the shape of these little lambs. Oh, just how precious. Like, it's literally a lamb. I love it. So I think it's really pretty, honestly. So there's like bunnies in here. There's like a star or something in here. There's all kinds of shapes in here. So it's like a bag with all kinds of shapes in there. So I think that's so cute. And so I really want to get some use out of this. Once again, I really want to start testing some of my melted mousse to put together a customs list for her. And that's definitely one I need to test. And the little lamb's so cute. So I was like, I can't just hoard the little lamb. I gotta get to melting this. Probably won't melt him first. Hoarding mentality. Melt a zucchini bread scent. I actually have some zucchini bread going in this room today, mixed with Scentsy's red pear and pomegranate to drown out the red pear and pomegranate, and it is working in case you do not like that scent. So I pulled a different zucchini bread, which I will probably do the same thing with because I really need to use up that red pear and pomegranate. I pulled Sassy Girl Aroma Zucchini Noel, which isn't necessarily a zucchini bread, but it has that in there. It's piping hot, quick bread, bursting with notes of freshly grated zucchini and warm spices and vanilla bean Noel. So it is potentially maybe a little bit like not in season. But I think if I mix it with the red pear and pomegranate, I think it'll do its thing. Like, I think the zucchini bread kind of masks the red pear and pomegranate, but it comes through a little bit and it'll make it a little more like fruity, not just the bakery. So I think it'll be perfect. Number 26 is Melt a Pretzel Scent, and I had the perfect scent for this. My only scent so far. I have some things coming once again with pretzel, but I instantly was like, I know the one. I have the Melted Mousse Glazed Pretzel. This was one of the first samples she had sent me in one of my recent orders, like, so January 30th. So the first time I ordered from her this year, this is the one she sent me. And as soon as I smelled it, I was like, can I get more of this? But I haven't even melted it. It smells so good. I don't know if I can get more of this, but like just holding on to it's not doing anything for me either. So I'm gonna melt it and then I'm gonna write it down on my customs list and hope she can get more. If it's good, I mean, if it turns into like something I don't like, I obviously won't ask for more, but if it's as good as it smells on cold, I'm gonna ask for more. My oldest wax, you guys. We talked about the Wild Barefoot and Free from August situation. Otherwise, this was my next oldest wax that I could find not in like my fall winter bin. That could potentially have had something, but I kind of bought that wax the same time I bought this wax. So this wax is only from October. And I think it's like my oldest besides that one from August. So I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I only started really buying wax in August. So my collection's not that old, but I feel good that I'm staying on top of like, this is my oldest and it's only from October. It's Sensationals Mystic. It says orchids and berries. I like doing this in the bedroom, even the bathroom, but it's really nice in the bedroom. Here's the thing. It smells okay in the clam, but once you like have to put in 2 cubes and it barely scents your bedroom. It's just like not a good performer. So I had bought 2 clams originally because I was like, I love the scent. It's just not a good performer. So gotta use it up. Day 28, Melt a Boardwalk / Fair type scent. I thought this would be, I'm really making a lot of noise. I thought this would be perfect. I pulled Sassy Girl Aroma Boardwalk Taffy type. So I'm pretty sure this is the dupe for like Bath & Body Works. It says hot summer days spent strolling by the boardwalk with the smell of saltwater taffy in the air. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that's on the Bath & Body Works thing. So here is what it looks like. Pretty color. Look at that pink. It literally smells like the body care. I'm probably out of frame every time I lean down. It really smells like the body care. I don't know if this is gonna be super strong. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of this Mystic, which is probably why I really liked the Mystic. I loved this in the body care, so I'm excited, but can't be hoarding things. Okay, last 2. So day 29 is Melt a Single Oil Scent. And I was like, a single oil. Like, I was just really perplexed at what to put this because a lot of my stuff is blends. I mean, essentially everything is blends. So I was really struck, like, stuck, I guess is what I was just trying to say there. I'm so sorry. I was really stuck, like, I don't know what to pull. And on the suggestions, it said, like, Palo Santo, which I was like, I don't have a single of that. Like, I just was very lost. But I found something. So I pulled out Scentsy's Pineapple Pucker. And unlike all of the other Scentsy scents, this only has one note, which is pineapple. Which I love pineapple, by the way. And also, I did pull this, you know, single of the Pineapple Rose Girls that I was gonna mix with the whipped cream. So I thought of that first, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have this Pineapple Pucker. So that's what made me think of it. So if that's good with the whipped cream, I may end up mixing this with the whipped cream as well to just like do some more testing. But I'm really excited for that. Last one, and I'll stop taking up your time talking about melting baskets. It's the last day of April, the 30th, and it says Melt a Summer Scent. And what better than this nostalgic heartbreak Scentsy scent? It's from the International Wax Collection. It's strawberry and rock melon. I have 4 cubes left, and I have one more bar, but this is not in my club, and I freaking love it. It is the strongest non-spice scent I have ever smelled. Like, this scent is, I mean, I haven't melted this in my new house. I only had melted at our apartment, but like, things barely through there because we had vaulted ceilings, and so things just didn't work well. But this was like a powerhouse. And usually like spicier scents do better just because they're heavier scents. This will knock your socks off. It is good stuff. But my whole club debacle, I don't have this in my club anymore. So there's no point in keeping these 4 cubes. Like, what am I saving them for? And I really was like, once it's spring, once it's warmer weather, whatever, I'm gonna melt them. And so once I got that suggestion on here, I was like, yep, I know exactly what I'm melting. So I am going to put this away into my closet just so nothing starts to sweat or anything like that. But I definitely will be going through every day and like picking out some scents. So I'm so excited. And then everything else, I don't think I'm going to do, well, I don't know that I'm going to do a weekly melting basket in the month of April, just with, if I'm doing this as kind of my general melting basket. So maybe I'll split up my empties videos over the 2 weekend days instead of what I have been doing this past month. So I'm probably just gonna pick, like, do these, and then if I want to do additional scents, just pick right out of my drawers, and I think that'll be really exciting and like a switch up for me. So if you guys want to do this, I do believe, like I said, the hashtags are just Daily Wax Challenge and April Wax Melt, Daily Wax Melt Challenge and April Wax Melt Challenge. I think if you type in those on Instagram, you'll find like the list of what the prompts are if you want to join. So I think this is really fun. And I really just wanted to share it with you. This was really like an impromptu video, but I wanted to share. So I will stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.